Hi there, this is Jan from sunny Spain. I have been asked by Chris to do a video about MS awareness. MS I have lived with since 1991. The journey has been very, very rough at times. And at times like today, it's nearly bearable. I mean, it's hard going along here in my wheelchair with a sleeveless top on and a skirt in the 20s, and it's the 12th of January. So, life is hard. I took the opportunity when it arose to move to Spain because I'd always felt much better whenever we'd been to a warm, dry climate on holiday. It meant that I could reduce my medications, particularly my pain medications, which I used to take by the bucket load. And all they really did was dull my brain, which is not the best of things, really. And the last visit I had to a neurologist, which is probably I've had less than a dozen in the whole of my time with MS, I asked if there was anything could be done for my MS, because I'm now in secondary progressive, and I was told no. So I then decided that, nothing seems to be working to help the pain, so why take the poison? So I stopped. And I use diversion therapy now instead. I'm extremely lucky in that my wonderful hubby understands about distraction therapy. He's my full-time carer, and if I say I need distraction, we go and do something, like we come for a walk down here, or whatever we feel like doing at the time. And that helps enormously. I have also found that by not throwing the poison into my system works better in as far as my body functions better. I go to the loo a little bit better than I used to. I don't need laxatives all the time, which is also very, very nice. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. And it is just so much easier not being in a damp climate like the UK is. We all know, I would say most of us feel better in the sun. And here am I getting raw, natural vitamin D as much as I can soak up. And I try and soak up a fair bit. If the sun's shining, I try and be outside in it as much as I can, and that has helped an awful lot too. What else can I say about MS? I would say that you have got to be your own counsel. You have to question what you're told, because I know that you have MS nurses, you have neurologists, you have specialists. But you are also a specialist because you live with MS on a day-to-day basis, a minute-to-minute basis. They don't. They know the theory, they don't know the practice. And I live with a very analytical husband who questions everything. So we have always questioned. And if we are told, don't do this, why not to do that? What's going to happen? We try it and we see how we get on living that way. Now, what we have decided we will do is we live our life to suit us. I haven't seen a doctor about my MS in over 2 years. I haven't needed to, because nothing's really changed. Yes, I have good days and bad days. They're never going to stop. But it's easier to cope with because of the distraction. I do things to try and occupy my half a grey cell. because when it's occupied, the pain signals don't get through so much. And that occupation or that distraction can be, and what I usually say to people, is anything that you enjoy doing. Because that's probably the best distraction. But it's got to be something that takes your mind, makes you use your brain. Hello, little doggy. At the moment, I'm into making jewellery. I used to do a lot of loom banding and make up my own designs. I think I'm going to be learning how to make cards. All of this I can do while I'm sat on my bum, which of course we all know a lot of us with MS tend to do a lot. I'm extremely lucky. I have an electric wheelchair, which means that we can go along the proms, and over here in Spain it is excellent because they have lovely long proms for you to wander around on your wheelchair or whatever, and it makes it so much nicer, so much better. What else can I say about MS? The other thing I would say is try not to take things too seriously. Laugh about it. It is a good medicine, if not the best medicine. I'm lucky in that my hubby can still make me laugh, even when I've got tears in my eyes because I'm hurting so much and whatever. But it certainly does help. And don't ever be ashamed of the fact that you've got an illness. Hey, we all have problems. Some are invisible, some are very visible. But never ever look down on somebody because you don't know what they're going through. And I think that's probably enough from me. So say goodbye to the sunshine and bye from me.